Went by a trailer in Montana. Looks like someone took a giant can opener and pried the thing open. Had to change my plans again. Truck Parking 101. Rusty and more on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world famous Meatball Dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, here I am at the Loves in Box Elder, South Dakota, a little east of Rapid City. It is Wednesday, the 22nd. Yep, I had to change my plans. I did not end up going through the house, so we'll talk about that here in a minute. But yeah, I did find a giant shredded, well, regular trailer, but a shredded up trailer. They had signs up warning us about it ahead of time, so obviously they've been working on this for a while. I have a feeling the trailer got flipped into the ditch. They finally got it back up on the road, and we're trying to kind of piece it together as best they could and figure out how to tow it away. Look at this. Yep, coming up on it, it's over on the right side, so look over there as we're in the left lane. They had to move us over there. They got a record truck way up in front. They've got another truck here behind. And, yep, then here's the trailer right there. Look carefully, and it's all pried open and meshed up. Yeah, pretty crazy. How about the Clutch Trucker zoom in slow-mo? Alright, like I say, I had to change my plans. I realized with as heavy as this load was, you keep going up and down, up a lot in Montana, and I knew there's a lot of that in Wyoming, and trying to head down to Cheyenne. This load's over 40,000 pounds, about 41,000 pounds, so I'm crawling up the hills. I'm not going to be able to maintain speed. I figured out, did the math again, and realized I'd have to maintain 66.5 miles an hour all the time to make it all the way to Cheyenne, which means I'd be just short of that. Then I'd be really mad that I spent all the extra money on fuel to go through there and still wouldn't be able to get everything done. It wouldn't make it all the way. So, reconvened, replanned. That's what you're always doing in trucking, baby. You're always replanning. I always have extra plans. So before I left yesterday afternoon, came up with a new plan, and that's what we're doing. All right, so I've been talking about how I've had to redo my plan again. So I always do this whenever I get parked somewhere and I'm on a long trip like this, that I redo my trip in my Garmin to show now my starting point being like right there where I am now. I'm in Box Elder, South Dakota. And then I'm going to fuel up there at the Petro in Albert Lee, Minnesota, where it's cheaper. I probably won't be able to fill all the way up though. Then there's the quick trip I'm going to stop at. See, it even says it on the map. This is one thing I do like about the Garmin 1010 now, and I'll have my complete update on this thing, my review of it, coming up soon. And then the checkered flag is my final point where I'm delivering on Friday. So now I've got that all set. Shows my total miles of 790 miles. That's why I can't go all the way there to be that close. Why I've got to stop about an hour and a half early right there at that other quick trip. And see, if you want to see the list of how it all breaks down, you hit the list. And there it is. 790 miles. I'm at the Loves right now in Box Elder. Gonna put on more fuel. I might have to put a little bit more on before I get to that Petro. There's the quick trip I'll be staying at. Like I say, you want to go back to the map? Bada boom, bada bing, bada boop. There you go, baby. Not to mention, while driving yesterday, Tuesday, I was getting this terrible neck ache. I usually get it on this side of my neck. It was on this side now. So bad, it got so bad I started popping Advil. I rattled when I walked. I was taking so much Advil, and luckily my wife had given me the Icy Hot. I was trying to rub that on my neck, but still, so I did not sleep well after I got parked there in wherever the heck I was. And so I got up later for that, so that made me look at my plans again, and then that's when I did the math, realized I'm not going to make it to Cheyenne. So I decided, all right, well, let's go ahead and do the delivery in Wisconsin. I'll take the load down to Dallas, and then I'm going to try to get a load going from Dallas back to home. But that means I'm out another week before I go back through the house. So I had to just readjust all the plans, and that's where I love my Garmin. I always, a lot of times, will build 2 or 3 or 4 sometimes plans, especially on a longer trip. So in this way too, with Elliot and me now brand new with L on Wheels, we don't want to be late for any delivery either. So I didn't want to have to run up against it. So I'd rather get almost all the way there with a day to spare, so that way if I run into any issues of any kind, mechanically or whatever, because you never know when theirs are going to pop up and bite you in the butt. I got time to deal with it. What do you think? So I checked my stock of everything again, and I do have 2 more pairs of underwear, 2 more pairs of socks. I've got pants. I've worn out all my shorts. I don't have any more of these kind of shirts I like, but I do have a few little t-shirts that I bought like a year ago at a Pilot, real cheap, that I can wear. So I've got at least a couple more changes of clothes, so I can make it another week. And I stopped at the town pump in Livingston, Montana last night. They had an Albertsons next door. I found that out by looking on Trucker Path. So I was able to get the extra canned dog food I need for Rusty. I got a pizza. I got a few other items that I needed to get me through, just for another, like milk, Kleenex, needed that to get me through for another week, so we're all covered. So, and the other thing I thought I'd touch on here when I got to this Love's this morning, lots of open spots, and truck parking 101 at a truck stop parking 101. I've been doing this long enough. There's things I always look for. You don't ever want to park at the end of a row where people are swinging around you all the time, because you get a lot of new guys out here who maybe aren't thinking about their trailer, and they swing around the end of the row, and that's how hoods get taken off, and front ends get munched, and backs of trailers get crunched. So here's my quick little tips on what I look for at a truck stop when parking. For those of you newer to trucking, or maybe not in trucking at all and wouldn't even consider this, here's like one of the ideal parking spots at a truck stop. Truck parking 101 right here, baby. Nobody can park to my left. Trash cans nearby. Grass for Rusty, or at least, weedish grass, something. I only have to worry about somebody parking on my right side, and I can't get blocked in here because this is the main driveway in for all the trucks to come in. If they were to park there, they would make the move, definitely, because they'd be blocking the driveway, so I could still get out, even though there's that guy parked directly across from me. And if there was somebody right there next to him, I'd still have enough room to swing out and get out of here. So that's what I'm always looking for at a truck stop. Least amount of places people can run into me, so I only have one side. I've got that curb way up there. Nobody can be swinging in front of me. They're going to be right like that truck went across in front in the driveway ahead of me, and I can't get blocked in. Alright, see, there's the outside shot of the spot I'm in, and I like how far this curb comes up, so I don't have to worry about someone swinging around in front of me and taking my hood off. Rusty's way over there doing his Rusty thing. Oh, there he is. Oh. Taking advantage of being able to roam around. Happy dog. The other thing is, too, all the newer guys always think they need to be up the very front row, as close to the building as possible. No, I don't. I'm always looking for the furthest corner away from the building. For one, I want, the grass, which is usually far away, for Rusty. 2, I'm driving all day. I'm sitting on my butt all day. I need to get out and walk anyway, right? Need to get some frickin' exercise. So, I should be farther away. And 3, then I don't have to worry about people taking my hood off the whole time. You can't, it's not a perfect world. You can't stop everybody from doing everything stupid. My grill guard on the front of my truck. Have I ever used it to deflect animals? No. I've had people back into me a couple times and hit that, and because I had that, they didn't keep going and tear through my hood. So, these are tips. There's only so much you can do. Yeah, and then after I got here, the fog rolled in. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to go much farther. This fog rolled in about 15 minutes after I got parked this morning. Look at this. You can barely see the left side across the lot. So, if I had been trying to keep going, it would have slowed me down because of all the fog. Gotta love it, baby. So, couldn't make it as far as I wanted to, but that's alright. We've redone the plan. I've still got time. I got time. So we can make it all work. Did want to show this. I've been meaning to show this for a while now. I had one of these. I think I showed it on another video, but I want to show it again because I think this is such a great little gadget. This is a 12-volt flashlight. See, it's got the 12-volt in. You just stick into your lighter plug thing, and it's got 3 different brightnesses, and you can just recharge it. I just stick it in my little socket up there. It's a beautiful thing. I got it off Amazon, 10 bucks a piece, and I think they sell them at Harbor Freight Tools. So wanted to throw those in there. Great little trucker gadget. And now it's time for America's second favorite game show, What's that macro? That's right, what am I looking at on my macro lens on the iPhone? Well, let's pull back and find out. Oh, it's my dash shelf and my SD card reader. There you go. Yep, another episode of What's That Macro? Just a real short one for you today. Since now I had to change my plans, I got a little more time. I'm going to take a longer break here today, and I'll get rolling again late tonight. So I figured, well, let's throw another video together. Why not? And like I did say earlier, I will do my complete update on the Garmin, or my review of the Garmin OTR 1010 now that I've been using it for a couple of months here now. So I can show you all the details about how to use it and everything, and that should be coming up. Hopefully I'll do that in the next couple of weeks. What do you think? All right, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, please like and comment. Get to your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, where I put Rusty stuff. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Why, you inconsiderate, egotistical, scruffy-looking nerf herder! Who says I'm scruffy-looking? All right, we're out of the bacon strips because we were hoping to get through the house. That didn't happen, but I still have the old little Charlie Bear treats that Helen and Elliot gave me that Rusty just loves. All right, go over. Come over here. We'll give you one right here. Oop, I dropped it. Oh, you got to go down and get it. All right, did you get it? Oh, yeah. Hop back up there in your pet bed. Up here. Come on, Rusty. No, come up here, silly dog. There you go. Got to kind of feed you these individually. He's all over these things. He just loves them. Oh, yes. Oh, baby. I almost took my finger off with that one, Rusty. There you go. Happy dog. These are little, so he gets a few of them. All right, we'll give you a few more here, buddy. Oh, happy. Happy dog. And this way we get to see your face, too. It's not buried down in your pet bed. All right, you're all good, buddy. Happy dog look. Rusty, up here. Hello, there's no more.